Hi, my name's Steve from Search Fitness, and today we're going to have a talk on the 4 lifestyle pillars of exercise. What I'd like to do is take an holistic view and just open up your thought processes. Most people that join a health club tend to think, I'll start doing some weight training, I'll start doing some exercise classes, and I'll get fitter. And of course you will get fitter. But if we want to take it a stage further and really ramp up your fitness and your aerobic levels and turn you into a more fat efficient burning machine, it's really important that we talk about the 4 lifestyle pillars of exercise. The very first one is the sleepless you. As most of us are aware, it's important that we get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Lots of us don't do that, and we have sleep deprivation. And if we get sleep deprivation, if we do that for a long period, say after 3 or 4 days, the nervous system is really affected. So it's really important that we don't affect the nervous system. It's important that we relax. Most of us know this. But crucially, there are 2 hormones in the body. One called ghrelin, which is the I'm hungry hormone. And secondly, the other one is called leptin, which is the I'm full hormone. So if your body is really affected by not having enough sleep, and it doesn't know when it's full, it doesn't know when it's hungry, that can really mess up your recovery after a workout, because your eating habits are just messed up completely. So it's really important, just on the sleepless you, that you have what I call a buffer zone for about the last hour before you go to bed. Just do something which is going to relax you, if it's reading or if it's watching TV. Secondly, the emotional you. Another one, very important. When you join a gym, you tend to have a really high purpose, but it's short term. That high purpose could be going on holiday, or you've got a wedding coming up. That's okay, but then after that, if that higher purpose dips down, you're back to where you are. So it's really important to have a real good higher purpose, such as I want to live a healthier, longer life and pain-free, or I want to have higher energy levels for my grandchildren when I play with them. If you've got a higher purpose, you've then got intent. If you've got intent, it leads to action. And if you've got action, that leads to results. Another thing we need to talk about here with regards to the emotional side of things is that we tend to be stressed an awful lot these days. Whether it's work stress, home stress, paying the bills, things like that. So it's really important that we're aware of another hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is good for us in short term, but if we have continuous high levels of cortisol, I could be picking you up in a Rolls Royce as your personal trainer, feed you after the workout, do the best workout ever. If you've got high levels of cortisol, you're never going to digest that food properly. If you don't digest the food properly, you're not going to recover from those workouts. That's the emotional view, so be aware of your stress levels. That's the emotional view, so be aware of your stress levels. Thirdly, the nutritional view. As most of us know, 80–90% of what you want to achieve of toning muscle and burning fat is achieved in the kitchen. So it's very important that you plan your day. If you've got a busy day ahead and you know that you're going to be restricted to time with regards to eating meals, there may be bulk cook on a Sunday or something like that. So you can take that into work, put it in the microwave and reheat it. Carbohydrates is another issue. People think carbohydrates are bad for you. They're not. Carbohydrates in the right form are very, very good for you. Low GI, glycemic index carbohydrates, rice, wholemeal pasta, Bergen bread, fruit, vegetables, slow releasing carbohydrates. Really important at the beginning of the day. Towards the end of the day, no, you don't need so much. So above all, plan your day. And then finally, the hormonal view. For ladies who are reaching 40 plus, we've got pre and post-menopausal. And as some of you will know, your estrogen and your progesterone levels are starting to drop. Now, what happens here, well, there's imbalances. What starts to happen is that you become carb sensitive, you become salt sensitive, fat sensitive. It's really important that, number one, from a psychological point of view, that you embrace this change in you both physically and emotionally. Most ladies, what they tend to do, if they start to gain weight, they'll start to cut down on their carbohydrates or their protein or their fat. It's very important to keep on eating as normal as you can, because if you don't eat normal, you'll start eating into your fat, into your muscle levels, and you don't want to be doing that. Remember, it's very important to keep muscle on the body, because keeping muscle on the body is more fat efficient. One of the things that you can do when you start reaching post-menopausal is taking omega-3 rich foods. Walnuts, avocados, spinach, broccoli, sardines, herring. Very important to take all those on. So in conclusion, the sleepless you must get 7 to 8 hours sleep a day. The emotional you, watch those cortisol levels. Be aware of those cortisol levels. Even if you get stressed, take yourself away from that situation, go and take some deep breaths, and then come back. Number 3, the nutritional you. Carbohydrates are not bad for you. You need them on. You need them early in the day. Plan your day. And then finally, the hormone side. Take on board what the professionals say. Seek professional advice and embrace that change. You do these 4 things and you will see exponential differences, changes, positive results in your body. That concludes today's conversation. Thanks very much. Anytime you want to take on additional information, ask any of the instructors at the Surge Health Hub. We're very helpful here. All the best. Bye for now.